What's going on, everybody? Welcome to my channel. If you're here for the first time, my name is Vincent. Been reselling for about a year. I sell pretty much everything from clothing and shoes to electronics, knickknacks, parts, and all kinds of stuff. Today I'm going to be sharing with you guys a few things that sold in the past 2 weeks since I've made a video after I finished shipping out this stuff. So we're almost done with shipping today. I think here's about 13 items. I did ship out 10 items on Saturday. I have a nice microphone up in here. This here is a return. This dude hassled the crap out of me today. I actually blocked him I'll tell you guys about that. But that was a cheap $20 return remote, whatever. Almost done. I gotta bubble wrap this up. Then I gotta get this guy up in a box, which I'm gonna be resizing this box here. Then I gotta get this guy in a box too. Actually, oh right, no. This guy I have a different box because this is just asking to break it, right? I have a different box for that guy. I'm gonna get this in this box right here. Then after I got this stuff all squared away, I'm going to share with you guys some very interesting stuff that sold. You guys won't believe how much these Digimon Digivices are going for. That's been literally sitting on the shelf over here. Like literally just been sitting like right here in a little blue thing for about 2 or 3 months. Ever since I had got that free haul with the telescope in it. I got those as well. They didn't have batteries and wasn't working. And also, I didn't know how to look them up. So I'll tell you guys how I found out how to hook them up, how to look them up. Got batteries for them, got them tested, and show you what they're going for. One of them sold within about an hour for pretty good money. And I have the other one up there. And also a Mega Man little device, something like that. I'll share with you guys about that too. Oops, turned off the light. Okay, also you guys, doing this really helps just because you don't want to have days like this. Like, okay, I've agreed. Maybe I don't want to work on Sunday. And that's what that means. I didn't list. But you just don't want days like this on your record that you didn't work. Like you took the day off. You don't want too many days like that. But also, I think it is freaking amazing how Goodwill has been closed for like a month or so. I have went outsourcing one time, which I'll share with you guys a few things that I got that's in this what sold. But other than that, I think it's crazy how, do the math, you guys. I've listed over 200 items without sourcing. And I still have a freaking death pile. Amazing, right? Alright, so this guy turned out to be perfect fit inside this recycled Amazon box here. And I'm gonna secure it with some of this. You know, gonna MacGyver that, make it fit, and protect it with a little bit of bubble wrap. Okay, phase one, bubble wrap in just a bag. And now we're gonna get this cracking. Alright, so I've been chopping. Alright, so this here is ready to go. Let me know if you guys think I did a good job. We got bubble wrap. We got this extra layer of foam on the top, foam all around the sides, and another layer of foam on the bottom. Of course, bubble wrap on the bottom too. So this guy is ready to go. It is shipping in my state. It's a 9-pound package. 18 by 13 by 6. It's going out FedEx. It's going to cost $10. Buyer pays shipping. $10.10. Okay, so I've got this vacuum head protected. For this, I can't use this big old huge box. If it was going far, I would cut this down. But since it's not going far, it's going one state over to Washington. I'm just going to chop this down and cut these flaps off and make it the dimensions right here to about this height. And then that'll be it. All I have to do for this one. And this is just a bottom head of a vacuum cleaner. I'll show you guys this in the what sold. It's an item that was donated to my store completely. All right, ladies and gentlemen. So in this box is the vacuum head part. It's not going far. It's 5 pounds, 19 by 13 by 7. Shipping paid by buyer was about $22, $21 and some change. So not bad. All we did was cut these off of it. And that was it. Cut them off and tape it up. I'm actually about to complete a local sale right now. So I don't know where this lady's been. So I'm gonna go outside real quick. But she's gonna get this here coffee maker. I've been having it for a minute. So I'm gonna give her that free with these harness boots I found not too long ago in the Goodwill. She's gonna pay $70 for them, and she's gonna get the coffee maker with that free. So be right back. So that turned out to be a success. I got $70 for the boots, cash, no fees. I threw in that coffee maker free, which I've been having literally no telling, but I paid $1 for it, so why not? All right, everybody, so we're all done here. It turned out to be 13 items going to USPS. One of them, that one right there on the top, that's actually a sale from my mom that I just do her shipping for her. She sent me the label. She sold those. She paid $1 for them. I don't know how much she sold them for, but I'm going to go ahead and go to the post office first and get these dropped off. If you don't know, there's a big demand on the post office right now, which has led to a lot of mistakes. I myself have had packages not getting scanned for several days. And then I've also had packages that had originally got scanned, but then it just like goes up missing for about a week and then just shows up and then gets delivered late. So a few days ago, this dude that sold me this shirt, the Hairy Tornado, he's a cool YouTuber if you haven't watched his content before, but he had some packages picked up on his porch, and 2 of them, and one of them was $100 item that never got scanned. And I'm not sure if he found out what happened or not, but if it never got scanned and they took it and it gets lost, basically you will end up having to refund that money to the customer without getting any reimbursement from the post office. So I decided I'm not going to just drop my stuff off anymore. Even though that had been working out for the most part, I do have some $100 items in here that I'm about to show you guys in like a second after I get back and that's done. I don't want to risk it, and I just don't like having to deal with the back and forth between the buyers, opening claims, and that whole process. So I'm going to actually wait in line, get my stuff scanned in. I have my scan sheet here. Hey, so what do y'all think about my N95 mask though? You know, they saying safe is the new sexy. What y'all think? I had a few females try to get my number already. I think they just wanted a free mask though, but safe is the new sexy. Safety first. All right, so they had literally a line all the way around the corner, but it's all good. I weathered the storm, but I gotta start going earlier, man, because that was ridiculous. It's just ridiculous. Saturday when I went, I dropped off 10 packages, and 2 of the packages was, one of them was a vinyl record, and one of them was a set of 8 books, like a lot that sold together. So those went out, what do you call it? Media mail. Those went out media mail, and I did not like the fact that the lady was like suspect with me, like, oh, this is media mail, sir. Well, what do you have up in this package? When I first got to the counter, she asked me that about the vinyl record. I said, it's a vinyl record, no problem, you know. So then she got to one of my packages and she was like saying, this is 15 ounces. I cannot take this package, sir. It's first class. It has to be a pound. And I'm like, what the heck are you talking about, lady? Look, okay, 16 ounces is a pound. It says right there on the label, 15 ounces. And anyways, 13, 14, and 15 ounces is the same price. And if my weight was off, the system's going to charge me the difference anyway. So I don't need you to tell me that you cannot take my package, okay? And she's like, well, okay. And she moves on. Then she gets to my other box with the set of 8 books. And she's like, this says media mail, sir. What do you have up in this box? And then by this time, I was kind of irritated, especially after waiting in line for 30 minutes again. And I'm like, books. And I'm like, look, why are you asking me all of these questions? And she's like, well, we have the right to open the packages. Well, I'm like, if you really feel like that, open the package. And then later, I kind of felt like, Vince, what's going on with you? Like, why you up in the post office tripping? But, I mean, it is what it is. So today I had my scan sheet, so I don't have to go through all that. But literally, I had never been questioned like that at the post office. So I just kind of was like, is this lady profiling me or something? So I'm up in here, like, looking all handsome with my super expensive mask on. But yeah, let's get into the what's sold. I got to drop off these FedEx packages, and then we're going to pop back into the house and do the what's sold. Okay, so the first what's sold item I'm going to share with you guys today is a nice little treat because it's something that pretty much anybody could pick up, look up the Apple ID number, product model number of it, and be able to flip it for a profit. Something like this, usually not going to pay no more than $5, maybe from a savvy like flea market type investor, but nobody's going to be looking for $10 to $20 in a flea market, thrift store, something like this. So I recently picked this up with a bundle of stuff. I'll share with you guys a little bit more later when I get to some of the other more interesting items. But we're going to just say I have maybe $5 into this item. Easy to list. You only need to take 2 pictures of it. All the specs are usually already pre-filled when you click sell one like this, and it's a Apple PowerBook charger. So it's basically like a vintage power cord that was worth just a little bit under $40, $39 and some change shipped. Okay, the next item we're going to share with you guys is like another little snack, something that pretty much anybody could pick up, and it's super easy to list. Take about 2 pictures, super easy to look up, and it's like a Rock Band dongle. So when you guys see those video game guitars, I got some jelly beans. When you guys see those video game guitars, those actually, most of them don't work without this little piece, a dongle. And surprisingly, probably because of everything that's going on with the stay-at-home orders, when I went to list this item, which honestly was a death pile find for sure. I really didn't know I had it. I just picked it up like, yo, this is a dongle. And I believe I got $25 for it, free shipping. And believe it or not, the thing sold in about 5 to 10 minutes after I listed it. So I probably could have got like an extra $10 on that. But I was like, I'm not even going to price gouge on it. It was no other ones available, and there was quite a few sold. So I knew it was going to be a quick seller, but I didn't know it was going to sell in 5 to 10 minutes. Wasn't surprised really, and it wasn't big money. So, you know, it is what it is. But super easy for anybody to sell something like this, whether you specialize in women's clothes or anything. This is just something, it's like as easy as selling a remote. You don't really have to enter much product details. It sells really fast, high demand. It's small, ships out first class for about $3 to $5. What more can I say, people? But please don't pass up something so easy like this to put some money in your pocket. Okay, so about that vacuum piece that I showed you guys that I was packaging up earlier, well, that's actually a Shark Rocket vacuum head, and I actually parted out a Shark Rocket vacuum. I got it for free. If you want to know how, check out my videos that I have about getting inventory free. I've held on to it for a while, but you know, I've been listing a lot. So I parted this thing out. I got about 5 or 6 listings off of this item that I got for free. You guys will see that this sold for about $30. Let me double check. Yeah, so it sold for $39 and some change plus shipping. It took less than 2 weeks to sell after I listed it. And I just like to sell things like a vacuum and parts, for one, because who wants to ship out a whole vacuum cleaner? And for two, because you would usually end up getting more money altogether. And for three, it's easier to list the parts to me than it is to list the vacuum cleaner. For one thing, when it comes to the parts, you don't really need to enter in a lot of item specifics. And all you need to do is look up the original item, like, Shark Rocket vacuum cleaner parts. And then you'll look at the solds and see like which parts from this machine are selling. And then, you usually don't need any more tools than a screwdriver, if that, to sell the parts. And so yeah, this is about the second or third part that sold from that. We got $39 plus shipping for this item. And as you guys saw, it was not difficult to ship. And the shipping cost was a lot more reasonable than it would have been to sell the whole entire thing. And people was only getting about $70 for the entire unit, and they were providing free shipping. So to me, that sounds more like 40 or 50 bucks. So I'd rather sell that part, sell all of the nozzle pieces, and any and every part that I see from the comps, the sold listings that are selling from this product. Now let's move on to the next item. Okay, so this item is an MXL condenser microphone. I actually got this item recently. Let me show you guys a clip real quick.
What's going on, everybody? I'm here about to go do a private pick, appointment only, that I found on OfferUp. These people
yeah, I went to get some inventory from this people. I wanted to originally go in with the GoPro and show you guys everything. I had my mask on and my gloves on, but the seller basically was like, you ain't recording up around here. So, and there was a big language barrier. They spoke mostly Spanish, and there was other miscommunications, but it ended up being a pretty lucrative deal. I picked up about 15 to 20 solid pieces, and I paid them $160 altogether. They were flea market sellers that were moving out of state, and they kind of wanted somebody to buy all of their inventory. I had been going back and forth with their daughter on text saying that I wanted to come pick through it. She didn't necessarily communicate that to them clearly. So that was one of the things that kind of got us off on the wrong foot, and why I wasn't able to really record like I wanted to respect their privacy as well. But so this item, I believe it sold for, yes, it sold for $64.95 shipped, which means free shipping. Not a bad deal. With this particular item, it was something that I just seen and caught my eye and kind of looked at like a quality item from a microphone that I would expect to be worth a little bit of money. I actually kind of wanted to keep it for my own YouTube purposes, but the flipper in me was like, we're going to sell this, bruh. Shout out to the Tesla picker, bruh. Anybody watch him? His little sound effects be funny. Okay, so this next item, there are several variations of it, but it was basically a PlayStation 2, PlayStation 3 Rock Band drum set. Now this, I sold it with the drum set, the stand and everything, but I didn't have the actual video game to go with it, nor did I have the drumsticks. But my pricing was solely based on the comps. And I looked up the comps based on the model number that was listed on the product. And so it ended up selling for full price. This type of item is in very good demand right now. If you don't know already, home entertainment, anything is selling for a bit more than it would in normal circumstances. So for this item, I went ahead and stopped beating around the bush, got it listed. Something like this, I didn't want to list because I usually list everything right here on the table. This was a larger item, so I decided to sacrifice my image quality, take a picture of it in front of the wall downstairs in a clear area, and it sold within about 2 or 3 days. $94.95, I believe, full price with local pickup on top of that. So I didn't even have to ship this item out. which was such a blessing. And the dude lives right around the corner. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, so this item was also purchased with that bundle of items that I got from the flea market sellers that are moving. It's a Mackie CR3 multimedia speakers. Now, when it comes to speakers, not all speakers are worth good money. But if you find anything like that looks the way these speakers look on the back, I would say it's at least worth it to look them up. They did look like quality speakers. And plus, the way they looked on the back made me look them up. And it turned out to be something that I added to my bundle and was able to sell for. They sold for $59.95 with the buyer paying extra for shipping, which was just about $17 and some change. Now, this next item, I really wish that I could tell you guys all the details about it, but I just can't because it's tech. And so for something like this, like I said, I rely on the comps. Look up the item, I look up the comps. I do a little bit of research on it on Google if necessary to fill in the blanks on the item specifics. And sometimes I'll find it listed somewhere else or even on eBay with a bomb description, and I will literally copy and paste that description onto my description on eBay. But this was an IO Gear dual link, all kinds of check out the title, you guys. All kinds of specs in the title, and this item actually was free, part of my free inventory haul. Check out those videos because I literally made thousands of dollars off of this last free inventory haul. This item was a part of that. I got $75 for this item plus shipping. What I could tell you is the brand is IO Gear. And I remember they mentioned this some type of pro audio gear. So for anybody into music and recording, that's probably the type of dude that purchased this item from my eBay store. Now, this next item, whenever I pick up this brand, usually whenever I pick it up, it's going to be in a video. And whenever it sells, it's going to be in the video. And so this item was my last John Varvatos pickup. It's a John Varvatos men's jacket. It wasn't a leather one, so it didn't pull as much money. But I picked it up in the Goodwill for, I'm pretty sure it was $14.99, but it could have been $10. But I'm pretty sure it was $15. So I picked it up in the Goodwill for $15. It sold within about a month. I picked this up literally like the week of all Goodwills being closed. So it took about a month to sell, and I got $60 for this item plus shipping. Also, be on the lookout for John Varvatos footwear as well, especially if it's not made in China and has like plush suede leather or just really a nice like brown leather, especially if it's the kind that kind of blends from one shade of brown to the other shade. Anything like that, like high end, you could be getting like $150 to $200 for those, but you might have to wait a month or two. But it's worth it in the end. Can I get a thumbs up, please? Now, this next item is an especially good item for my clothing sellers out there. If you like clothing, this item is actually like a hunting and fishing brand. Very popular among hunters and fishers, outdoor gear type of clothing. And it was an Orbis jacket, okay? This Orbis jacket I also picked up that last week before the Goodwills closed. I'm pretty sure I paid $15 for it at the Goodwill. It took about a month to sell, but I was able to get just under $68 for this item plus shipping. So that's at least a solid $45 to $50 profit. I would say after taxes and fees, minimum $40 pure profit off of this item. And easy to ship, easy to list. You can't beat that. So be on the lookout for Orbis gear. There was literally two birds humping outside of my window right now. If you guys just saw me look up, I'm like, yeah. Next, I got two more items to share with you guys, and I saved the best for last. Okay, so this next item, I would say it has to be a combination of brand and player, but it's a sport jersey. It's a soccer sport jersey. So it's Chivas Ramon Ramirez. And believe it or not, you guys, this item did sit up in my death pile literally for months. And it was because of the condition of the item, actually, and maybe a little bit of uncertainty with the comps when I originally bought it. I just must not have been excited about listing it. So it ended up in the back of the death pile somewhere. And when I finally pulled it out and looked up the comps, I'm like, yo, I remember sharing it on my Instagram story. Like, yo, what in the heck is this doing in my death pile? Comps were literally showing like people asking for $100 for this Chivas Mexico Ramon Ramirez jersey. But the only thing was that the sell-through rate was not that great. All right. So I actually got $60 for this item, which was not a bad flip. I paid $7.99 for this item in the Goodwill a while back, literally in my early days. I'm about a year and 2 to 3 months strong at this point. So this was in my early days before I left my 9 to 5, which was really a 6 to 6 or 6 to 8 freaking delivery job where I did make good money and it served me good for the 3 years that I was there. But yeah, so I picked this up. It was a great sale and I saved the best for last. And I'm actually going to share one. It's a what's sold. And then I actually have a similar item to this one that is still listed that is not sold yet that I will also share with you guys. And both of them are Digimon Digital Monsters, Digimon Guardian Champions. Yeah, so it's a Digivice. This item, both of them, I got them for free with my free inventory haul. If you haven't seen the videos, like I said 2 times already, you want to watch those videos. But this was a part of my free inventory haul. When I first got it, I looked at these things at least 10 times and I never knew what it was. But finally, I just decided, let me just search for the keywords that are on the back of it, which was Bandai 2000. And so that's when I found out that it was related to Digimon. And so I was just scrolling through the comps, scrolling through the listed items and stuff. And then finally I seen the picture of the item that I had. And lo and behold, these things are in high demand right now, going for about $80 to $120, depending on condition. One of them already have sold. I sold it for $96 free shipping. Ship first class. Signature required, please, because I ain't playing with y'all. And the other one is still listed for $99 free shipping. I'll be willing to take an offer of about $80 for it. I think I might have it listed about $10 to $15 too much, but I did send out offers already. So I think I got to wait another day before I could adjust the price on this item. And that's going to be it for this What's Sold video, you guys. I hope you enjoyed checking in with me. I am sorry that I have not been putting out more content because let's face it, I am not a YouTube partner. I do not get paid to make videos. So while a lot of people are pumping out content, I'm doubling down on my eBay business because I'm still an eBay seller first and a YouTuber second. And I hope that that actually is valuable for you guys because there are some big YouTubers that are YouTubers first and eBay sellers second. And so I hope that the information that I provide carries a proper weight. And with that being said, you guys, I would like to be able to pump out more content and actually be a YouTube partner. So if you can help me with that, please hit the like button and subscribe to the channel for future content. Until next time, you guys, do what you got to do. Get it done so you ain't got to do it no more. And remember, I showed you guys my daily listing journal, we'll call it, calendar. Sow daily, reap daily, post office daily. Thank you guys. My name is Vincent. I for profit. See you on the next video. Peace.